When people think about Borneo, they usually think about the jungle and its wildlife. But what surprised me the most is that there's also a completely different side to it. And for the next 5 days, we're about to explore exactly that.
What's up guys, welcome to Malaysia and welcome to the island of Borneo. For the next 10 days we are going to be exploring this incredible island of Borneo on the Malaysian side. First 5 days we are staying at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria Resort just north of Kota Kinabalu. And for the following 5 days we are going to be heading into the jungle to the Sepilok area, and we are staying at the Rainforest Lodge, which is a National Geographic approved lodge near the Kota River. But for this video we are checking out the luxurious side of Borneo, and I'm going to give you a comprehensive guide of this Shangri-La Rasa Ria Hotel near Kota Kinabalu. So stay tuned. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, then my name is Oliver, and this channel is all about travel, lifestyle, finance, and living life as a digital nomad abroad. Right now I am staying in Bangkok together with my family. We've been staying there for a total of I think almost 12 months now. Right now it's Songkran in Thailand, so we decided to travel abroad. We spent the last 4 days in Hong Kong, where we explored that city. You can probably find a link to that video up here somewhere. And the day before yesterday we spent a total of 12 or 13 hours in Disney World. You can also check that video somewhere up here. Right now we are in Borneo, and we're going to be spending a total of 10 days here. The first 5 days we are spending at the luxurious side of it near Kota Kinabalu at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria, and then afterwards we are traveling by plane to Sandakan, close to Sepilok, where we have 1 night, and then we're going into the forest, the rainforest near the Kota River on the Rainforest Lodge, which will be a fantastic National Geographic recommended place. So looking super much forward to that. But this video, again, we are going to be checking out the hotel here at the Shangri-La and just taking it easy for the next 5 days.
We arrived late in the afternoon after a short flight from Hong Kong, and the first impression of this place is just space. The resort stretches across a massive private coastline just outside of Kota Kinabalu, and compared to what most people associate with Borneo, this feels very different.
So let me give you a quick room tour of the room that we ended up with here at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria. As stated before, we originally booked the garden wing standard room with a ocean view, but it's not the cheapest one, but it's not the most expensive one either. But when we showed up, they had a promotion, so we could, for not that much extra, upgrades to a junior suite at the ocean wing. Yeah, huge upgrade for not that big money, really. So, but let's check out the room that we ended up with. So the entrance, and then you come directly into let's call it the bedroom, the main room, where we have a queen size bed, and over here there's the option for kids bed or an extra bed over here. Television. Then over here we have a small table. There's some dining equipment in there and small office space if you need that. Over here a coffee machine, and down here we have a mini bar which they restock every day, and when you are in the ocean wing, or at least the junior suite, it's all free. Not that much. There's a couple of Cokes or Sprite, and yeah, the basics. Safety box, always good. Then you have a, let's call it a walk-in get ready area here, all our stuff. And then out here we have the bathroom. Pretty nice. And you can sit down over here with some towels and 2 sinks, always good. Out here, the toilet. And then let's check outside for the view. Then out here we have the day bed, got the pool view of the ocean wing pool, and then maybe in the background you can see the beach area, which is pretty nice. And over here we have the outdoor tub, which is occupied right now. That is the junior suite at the ocean wing at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria.
evening time here at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria. Time for something to eat. The hotel has a total of 5 or 6 different restaurants. They have 2 buffet-style restaurants where they change the menu every night. Yesterday there was a Malaysian buffet, and tonight I think they have a Indian naan buffet, I think it's called. They have a more fine dine Italian and a fine dine Japanese restaurant, and there's also a Chinese restaurant, and then there's one more they're serving there. Also, they have a very nice cocktail lounge where you can grab yourself a pre or post dinner drink. But right now we are heading for the buffet. We're all starving. So it's our second full day here, and haven't done much. Been most of the day spent at the pool. The Shangri-La Rasa Ria has a total of 2 pretty large pool area. One of them, and the biggest one, is at the garden wing section, and then the also big but the smaller one is at the ocean wing. The big one at the garden wing is a little more busy because the whole hotel, both the garden wing and the ocean wing, has access to the garden wing pool, whereas the ocean wing pool area is only for guests staying at the ocean wing. But yeah, we've just been chilling most of the day, and right now it looks like there is some thunderstorm approaching. But you know, when the weather is 30 something degrees, then it doesn't matter with a little rain. Right now I'm at the hotel's private beach area, and that area is actually quite big, if not enormous. I would say there is at least 400 meters from where the hotel ends to where the beach starts. Or not the beach, the sand, as you can see I'm in right now, but as you get to the water. So a pretty large area. Right now there's a yellow flag, and we are here in the month of April. And one thing you should note if you like going to the beach and to swim is that this time of year in the spring is where there is a lot of jellyfish, and especially the pretty dangerous box jellyfish. So, but they have a flag for that. So every time you see, I think it is a blue flag here. Like in Europe, a blue flag means that it's a nice guarded beach, calm waters. But here, the blue flag is stay out, dangerous sea animals. But for me, or for us, or me at least, I'm a pool type of guy, so I like to just chill at the pool and not going into to the water. Another thing here that is actually a small, but it is a risk, is the saltwater crocodile. I heard and I've seen some pictures where people are spotting crocodiles in the oceans as well. So yeah, I'm not going in, but the pool here is nice. One of the main reasons why people come to Borneo is, of course, to explore the wildlife. I wasn't aware before we booked this trip that it also has a pretty luxurious side to it. But of course, we came here to spot some animals. Yeah, I don't like spiders, and there's a lot of stuff I don't like, but I want to see it. And they're also a bit funny at the hotel. There's like signs all over the place saying, "Don't feed the animals." And I asked the hotel staff which animals they were talking about, and they just told me birds.
but on the room it says that don't leave anything on the balconies because monkeys can come and steal it. And also eating breakfast today, there was a big monitor lizard that went into the breakfast area. I think I got it on camera, but yeah, they don't do you anything, but it's just a bit of a shock with a lizard doing breakfast. So yeah, but so far I haven't spotted anything dangerous, even though I'm trying. But I think when we're heading into to the jungle in a few days, I think we will spot hopefully a lot of cool animals, elephants and orangutans, but hopefully also some snakes and other stuff at a safe distance. So I made it all the way down to the beach, and they just put up the red flag due to, I think, the thunderstorm. I was just checking the temperature of the water. A lot of places you travel, the weather is nice, but the water is cold. But here it's like Thailand, if not warmer. It's like, I don't know, I think almost 30 degrees. Yeah, super tempting to jump in. But as I said before, I'm not having anything to do with the jellyfish, the box jelly and the crocodiles. Funny thing to note is that a lot of people from Europe, also Australia and stuff, they usually go to places like Bali to get this nice vacation with beach and nice food and like the luxurious type of vacation. And I don't know if it's just me, but I think areas like Borneo is not that well known for that kind of vacation. But I think Kota Kinabalu, this area, is underrated. I know there's two of these Shangri-La 5-star hotels in Kota Kinabalu. The ones we are at is the one outside, which should be a little more family friendly. But it's a one-stop shop. You have everything here. You can rent jet skis, there's canoes, and there's pools and 5 restaurants, and yeah, you got everything here. And they also arrange tours for you, so you can go to some of the smaller islands. Also here in the jellyfish season, some of these smaller islands outside of the coast should be way more friendly towards snorkeling and diving and stuff without encountering these jellyfish. I think it's something with the current. But yeah, again, this place I think is underrated. And if you stay all the way to the end of this video, I will give you a small breakdown of what we pay to stay here at this 5-star resort. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So we are in the hotel's Discovery Center, which is a 64-acre big jungle area where they have a lot of the Borneo wildlife. And right now they just sighted one of the green pit vipers, so we're heading over there to see one of the. And none of them is in captivity, so everything here is yeah, real life. I'm officially here in first class, stupid tourist, trying to get a close-up of the pit viper, and then I dropped my camera just below it, and now it's gone, so I can't see it, and my camera is in there somewhere. I got a shock, so I dropped it. And I don't see the snake. Ah, there, I see it. Ah, it's guarding my camera. Thank you. Sorry.
He's a bit chill now.
He's okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's okay.
Some sports clothes or some polyester type clothes, no cotton, because it's extremely humid. Just managed managed to spot another snake all by ourselves. It was a silverback bronze snake. I managed to take a photo and looked it up on Google, not trying to come across as any form of wildlife expert, but pretty cool to spot one all by ourselves. Just a small note here, if you go out into this Discovery Center or small rainforest they have at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria Hotel is that even though you are in a 5-star hotel, the animals out here is dangerous. And of course, reptiles are not tame at all. So if you are like us, traveling with kids, in our case a 4-year-old, it's pretty important that you keep them close to you and they don't touch the leaves and nothing really, because there's venomous snakes and other stuff out here. We came across a British family with 2 small boys, both wearing shorts and no top. And there's also malaria mosquitoes and dengue fever mosquitoes. And one of them wanted to show us the green viper snake, and he just went into it and was almost touching it before the guide he yelled at him and said, "Hey, get away." So take your precautions out here, especially with kids. Out here for 2 hours now, and we spotted 2 snakes, and for the last hour we haven't seen anything. And now there are some pretty big monkeys just overhead us. I don't know what type it is, but I don't know if they like we're here. Saying pretty aggressive sounds, but cool. So just done with the Discovery Center here at the hotel, the rainforest attached to the hotel. We managed to see a couple of monkeys, then we saw the green pit viper, and then the bronzeback snake. But I will go back there tomorrow evening for their night walk, where I'll be able to spot scorpions and big tarantulas and stuff like that. But I'll do that without my son. So I'll do that tomorrow evening around 8 o'clock. But definitely something to try if you're staying at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria. Right, so we spent most of the day in the rainforest, and now we joined a tour on the hotel called the Buggy Tour with a small group of other hotel guests. We'll be driving around in a buggy and trying to spot different type of animals. They told us that it will be primarily birds, maybe some monkey, some otters, and some, if we're lucky, some monitor lizards. But it's just an easy 1-hour excursion, so I'll take you along. Pretty nice and relaxed excursion, primarily watching birds, but we saw a couple of crabs as well, and then we saw a 3-meter saltwater crocodile, which was super fast into the water. Didn't get it on camera, but yeah, nice trip. Just a small side note, when we're out here spotting birds and crocodiles and snakes and what else. If you're a golfer, then you definitely need to come to this hotel. The hotel is surrounded by an enormous 18-hole golf course, which is the area we're in right now. But if you're hitting a miss, then don't try to look for your golf balls in the bushes, because there may be a croc waiting for you. Right guys, it's day number 5 here and our last full day here at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria Hotel. Tomorrow we are heading for a 1-hour flight to the area of Sandakan and Sepilok, where we are gonna head out into the real jungle and spend the next 4 or 5 days there. But today we're just gonna spend most of the day at the pool, and then this evening I've signed up for a night walk on the hotel's 64 acres big jungle area, where they promised me that we could spot some snakes and probably some huge tarantulas. So that's gonna be exciting, but for now, just a few hours at the pool. So I just left the pool area for a little bit and made my way back down here to the beach area. After spending roughly 5 days here now, I already concluded that we are definitely gonna be back here. I think it's a great spot. You have 2 pools, you got 6 restaurants where they change the food on 2 of them every night, so you don't get tired of it. Normally when I'm at these resort type stays, I get tired of the place after 3 days because I think it's boring. But here it's just so many options, so many things to do. A lot of tours, you know, you're traveling with a bigger family, you know, some of you can stay at the pool, some of you can be at the beach, and if you're bored, you can go to the rainforest and try to hunt down some cool-looking animals. And also, as I said earlier, if you're a golfer, there's a 18-hole super nice golf court at the hotel as well. Just watch out for the saltwater crocodile that is in the area around the golf court. But anyway, it's a super nice place, and we are definitely going to be back here at some other time. When coming here, you have the 2 options. You have the garden wing and you have the ocean wing. I was told that the ocean wing was the nicer part, but for the grown-ups, and the garden wing was a little more kid-friendly. I'm not sure I agree with that. I think the ocean wing is nice. It's a little more quiet than the garden wing, and I think the rooms are a bit better at the ocean wing. But I don't know if I would go to the ocean wing or the garden wing next time. I think the garden wing is sufficient, and the nice outdoor bathtub that we got, you know, we used it one time, so I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it, but anyways. So I think earlier in the video I gave you a little bit of misinformation. Told you that when the sea was unsafe to swim in due to marine life, like the box jellyfish, there was a blue flag up. That's not correct. It is in fact a purple flag. So for example, a day like today, it is not advised to go into the sea due to the season, which is here in the springtime, where the amount of gobblers and jellyfish, box jellyfish, are at the highest. And also the staff at the hotel told me that it has also something to do with the higher low tide. So right now, can't go in the sea. So the beach here next to the hotel is like a small desert. It's so big. So yeah, just another thing that I just wanted to add, because I know in this video I've been talking a whole lot about the dangerous snakes and crocodiles and tarantulas and all that stuff. It's just because I find it fascinating. I don't want to in any way scare people away coming here with your kids. I will say though, before traveling to Borneo with my 4-year-old son, I've been reading a lot online about if it's safe or if it's not. So I would say the hotel here is perfectly safe. But of course, when you go into the nature, the jungle, you have to take your precautions. They can't touch plants or anything. And also with the sea, when you see the purple flag is up, then don't go in the water, because yeah, if you Google the box jellyfish, you will see that's a nasty fella, and it's so small so you can't see it. But don't be discouraged to go to Borneo. It is our first time here, my first time here, and as said before, I will definitely be back. It's a great place. So if you're still here watching, that means that either you're in bed and can't reach your remote control, or your wireless computer mouse is out of battery, or maybe you find this video a little exciting, little interesting, and if that's the case, then please consider giving it a like. It will mean a lot to the channel. Right, it is almost 7 o'clock, and in half an hour I'm going on the hotel's night walk in the nearby rainforest connected here to our hotel. And hopefully we're gonna see some nasty animals, some dangerous snakes and some spiders. But those animals are actually not the most dangerous one here in Borneo. That's the mosquito, which is why it's super important when coming here that you pack accordingly. And I will suggest you to buy some cheap outdoor clothes when traveling to Borneo. We have been in a place called Uniqlo, which is, I think, it's a low-cost Japanese shop, buying some outfits. And yeah, you can check here. If you look like a British hooligan, then I think you've done it correctly. It's important to wear white clothes, bright clothes, because the mosquitoes don't like that. Long sleeves and long trousers as well. And also insect repellent. And it's super important that you buy the one with the DEET in it. We got two versions here, the 28 version and the 50 version. And if you're traveling with kids, it's important only or maximum giving them the 28 version, because the other one is too harsh on the skin. And the only difference is really the time it lasts, or it keeps the bugs away. So if you use the 28 one, you just need to spray more often. But yeah, almost ready, and hopefully we're gonna see some exciting animals. So 2 minutes in, and we got our first pit viper already. A little too close to the hotel area, but yeah.
They feed on the frog and it can be well moving. Yeah, quite close.
So just got done with the tour, and back at the hotel room to get something to eat. Really nice tour. It was yeah, around an hour. It's walk. It's not that easy to spot anything, but we got 2 green vipers. We got a couple of scorpions. We got a huge tarantula. Yeah, I think that was it. A nice way to spend the evening, and a good warm up for what is awaiting us near the Kota River when we go there tomorrow. So yeah. For now, it's something to eat, early to bed, and then up tomorrow to continue this journey here on Borneo. Good morning, guys. It is day number 5 here, and time for us to leave the Shangri-La Rasa Ria Hotel to continue onwards into the jungle of Borneo, which is going to be the highlight of this trip. In half an hour we go into the airport for a 45-minute flight to the area of Sandakan, and then off to Sepilok. And tomorrow morning we are going to get picked up, and then it's off with a speedboat for 2.5 hours into the Kinabalu River and to the Sukayo Rainforest Lodge. Regarding the garden wing versus the ocean wing, which is it's really 2 hotels in one. The garden wing is the old one, and the ocean wing is the newer part. The ocean wing is a bit more expensive than the garden wing, but I would say that it's not necessary to choose the ocean wing. There are some perks. You get access to both the pools. You get access to 2 breakfasts. The breakfast at the ocean wing is both a buffet and also an a la carte breakfast. Then you get this bathtub you see behind us on the ocean wing as well, and the rooms are of course a little bit newer, nicer and bigger. If we're gonna go back here, I would probably go with the garden wing, unless we, like this one, got a great offer to upgrade the garden wing. So it depends on budget, but I will just say you can come here either way, you know. garden wing or ocean wing. If you got a little bit extra budget, then go for the ocean wing. I forgot to tell you how much we spent for a total of 5 nights here. And because I booked this trip from Thailand, I will give you in Thai baht, and then I will put the conversion up here on the screen. For 5 nights at the garden wing, which we originally booked with the ocean view, I paid a total of 19,500 Thai baht. And yeah, conversion will be here somewhere. And then when we arrived at the hotel, we got the offer to upgrade the garden wing ocean view room to a ocean wing junior suite, which is one we are at right now. And then we paid a total of around $105 extra per night, which is, let's just say, $500 a night, and then we got upgraded to the junior suite. So yeah, right now I'm going for breakfast, and then we are off to the airport. Alright guys, we are in the airport of Kota Kinabalu after a 5-night stay at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria Hotel here near the city. We are on the way to Sandakan and then onwards to Sepilok and then into the jungle on the Kinabalu River. Just to sum up our stay at the Shangri-La Rasa Ria Hotel here near Kota Kinabalu. It is definitely a place that we're going to be back to, and definitely a place that I will recommend you to visit as well. Either if you are a couple or you're traveling by yourself or as a family, it is a great place with a lot of stuff to do while you're at the hotel. If you want to follow our journey into the jungle, then subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video, then I will appreciate a like as well. Otherwise, we will see each other in the next one. Bye bye.